Alright, come, we back. Had to talk to the fam. We back. So it said chapter 31, or that chapter 31 and 6. It said gold has been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present. So gold has been the ruin of a lot of people. A lot of people actually put their trust in gold, just like people put their trust in money right now in this time now. So, hey, people did some stuff for gold, they got put to death. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me take it out here. Salaka, y'all finna walk with me out here real quick, man. The journey. Cause set up, man, my phone gonna end up falling. Alright, we'll set up, so I'm gonna put it here to set it up, man. Alright, come, we back. So I said, I'm back with it. All praise to the Heavenly Father. Hope my phone don't fall though. So I was at chapter 6. He said, no, I already read that. This chapter 7. It is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it, and every fool shall be taken thereof. So money, same thing with gold and money. It's a stumbling block to some people. Like they get too attached to the money. They don't realize, the things around them, like family, friends. They forget about that because they're addicted to that money. Like they're addicted to the money. They forget about their kids. They missing their kids. They missing their kids' basketball games because they trying to work overtime. They don't have to work overtime though, but they trying to work overtime to get that extra money. They try to get that promotion instead of going to their kids' game. They don't understand what's important. What's more important? Your family is more important than that money, man. That money is just paper. And a few, that money not gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna. The economy gonna collapse. That money not gonna matter. But your family, they gonna matter. They real. Focus on the things that's important. But brothers and sisters get too comfortable and too focused on money. You feel what I'm saying? That they forget about the things that are important. Like the things that are important to them, or things that are important. Period. So I got blessed is the rich that is found without blemish and have not gone after gold. Who is he? And he will call him blessed, for wondrous things have he done among his people. So blessed is that brother or sister that increase in riches. They doing their thing, but they not putting their heart. They not putting money on a high pedestal. They understand that they need money, so they doing what they doing to get the money. But they ain't making that a number one thing. They understand that family, is more important than that money. So they ain't making that money their top priority. But they know they need the money to survive, right? He say, let me get it again. Blessed is the rich that is found without blemish and had not gone after gold. Who is he? And he will call, and we will call him blessed, for wondrous things have he done amongst his people. So he given to his people. That brother and sister that make money their idol, that's constantly staying up all night trying to get it. They not finna get that money to people, bro. They keeping that money for themselves. They finna spend, get money, get cars, female. They finna focus on themselves. They're not finna focus on other people. But it said, he will call him blessed, for wondrous things have he done amongst his people. So the brother that's the Most High's blessing with riches, he not putting his mind to that, bro. He helping his people though. He blessed. He understand that he blessed. He understand that the Most High have to give him this money, but he doing what he supposed to do to help his people. Like he looking out for his people. And those people gonna call him blessed. You look out for people that need it, bro. You got all of the money, they gonna call you blessed. But the people that's selfish, want to look out for themselves, nobody ain't gonna be caring about that. Nobody ain't gonna be caring about them. So I got who has been tried thereby and found perfect, then let him glorify. Who might offend and had not offended, or done evil and has not done it. His good shall be established, and the congregation shall declare his alms. If thou sit at a bountiful table, be not greedy upon it, and say not, there is much meat on it. Because you have some people, you had a family dinner. You have some people that's greedy. Even if the person that's over the dinner be like, hey, have all you want, you can take everything you want. Don't do it, bro. You have some brothers greedy. They grabbing everything. They grabbing all the mashed potatoes. They grabbing all the chicken. They grabbing all the corn. Next thing you know, somebody else wants some more. It ain't none there. Don't be that brother, bro. Don't be that brother. Let me get it again. If I sit at a bountiful table, be not greedy upon it. Say not there is much meat on it. That's Jake, man. That's us. You know when people sit down. You know when we sit down, we see a lot of food. Be like, but dang, that's a lot of food. I'm finna grow. That's us, man. Yeah, us going crazy. And then forget about everybody else got to eat too. That's us, bro. They're talking about us. They said there is much meat on it. Verse 13. Remember that a wicked eye is an evil thing, and what is created more wicked than an eye. Therefore it weepeth upon every occasion. So the eye is the most wicked thing, bro. The eye causes you to go off, bro. Adultery. You looking at that woman with your eye. What happened with King David? He looked at the woman with his eyes. Your eyes cause you to go off every single time, bro. It's your eyes. Your eyes is the most wickedest thing on your body, bro. And remember that a wicked eye is an evil thing, and what is created more wicked than an eye. Wherefore it weepeth upon every occasion. Stretch not thy hand whatsoever it looketh, and thrust it not with him into the ditch. Judge of thy neighbor by themselves, and be discreet in every point. So that goes back to my video I made about you can judge. You can judge people, bro. The Bible just says, judge of thy neighbor by thyself, and be discreet in every point. So judge your neighbor by yourself, bro. But if he don't listen to you, you know what I'm saying, that's when you can bring more people in. But don't go with him don't go to judge him off rip with about 3 or 4 people, bro. Go to him one-on-one. You got a problem with what he said, what he did, hey, go one-on-one with him and talk to him, bro. You don't need everybody to come and talk to you, talk to him at the same time. You go to him one-on-one and talk to him. Eat as it becometh a man. Those things which are set before thee, and devour not, lest thou be hated. Leave off first for manners' sake, and be not unstable, lest thou offend. When thou sittest among many, reach not thy hand out first of all. Yeah, when you sit amongst a lot of people, don't be the first person to reach your hand out, bro. Don't do it. Just relax. You gonna get some food. You gonna get your food. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Have manners, you know. Let the women, you know how folks do it, let the women get the food for it, all that. You know, some brothers like Boys in the Hood, right? You know, when they had the barbecue and the dudes ran up there to get the food first, and you know, females was back there, you know how they do it. Hey, let the women eat first. Don't be quick to put your hand out for the food. You gonna get your food. Just relax. Be patient. Talk to the brothers on that too. When they say a very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured, and he stretches out his wind short upon his bed. Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. He rises early, and his wits are with him. But the pain of watching and choler and pains of the bed are with an unstable man. If thou had been forced to eat, arise, go forth, vomit, and thou shalt have rest. My son, hear me and despise me not. And at that last thou shalt find as I told thee, and all thy works be quick, so shall there be no sickness come upon thee. So when your works be quick, get what you got to get done. That's something I got to work on. Get what I got to get done on that same day. Don't be saying I'm gonna do it the next day. Cause something can come up, man. Something come up, you can get sick, and you end up, and it's gonna take longer for you to get it done. So go ahead and get that thing done the day of you when you think about it. And that's something I gotta get better with as well as I'm talking to y'all. I gotta get better with that. Whoso is liberal of his meat, men shall speak well of him, and the report of his good housekeeping would be believed. So a person that's liberal with meat, a person that's willing to help his people eat. Like if you see a brother or sister that's down, that need food, and you help them out, and you know you saying you giving with the meat. It just said so like what I was at, whoso is liberal of his meat, men shall speak well of him, and the report of his good housekeeping will be delivered. And Yahushua was liberal. When he fed all those people, that's being liberal. Yahushua was liberal. So be liberal with your meat, man, because you know we strive to be like Yahushua, man. We strive to be perfect in this thing. So be liberal. Don't be selfish. You know, you got meat and you see your people down, bro. Don't be selfish. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be selfish. If you got the money, you got the food, help your people out, bro. Help your people out. Cause nobody else ain't gonna do it. The other nation ain't gonna do it. The Most High put on your spirit to help them out. So don't be selfish, man. Reach out to your people and help your people out, man. That's in need. Go to a homeless shelter. Do what you gotta do. You see your brothers and sisters, you know they hungry. Feed them. Don't be selfish in this thing. We can't do that. But against him that is a niggard of his meat, the whole city shall murmur, and the testimonies of his niggerness shall not be doubted of. So a person that, you know what I'm saying, that's like a person that ain't finna, don't want to give nobody no food. He got all this food. He got all this food on his table, and he don't even want to let nobody get no food. You know, they kind of trying to reach and they get the food. He tap their wrist like this. Say, what you doing? You ain't getting none of this. No, hey, people gonna talk about him. People gonna hate him because they see he got all this food and he not willing to share with the people that need it. You gonna be talked about. And you gonna get a bad name in Israel, bro. Show not thy violentness. Show not thy violentness. It's like if I said that wrong. Show not thy violentness in wine, for wine has destroyed many. So wine has destroyed many. People want to be tough. You got the weakest person. He weak, but he want to get tough when he on the wine. Now he a whole different person. Hey, many have lost their life. Brother start talking like he big, tall. He drunk. He out the wine. He trying to fight. He get knocked out. He sleep. He don't ever wake up. Hey, people done lost their life off wine just by that strong drink because they drinking too much. Now they thinking that they somebody that they not. Then when they get back to their senses, they be like, oh my God, what the? Did I really just do that? Got a black eye, 2 black eyes, your nose bleeding. Now you come back to your senses. Now you kind of crying because, you know, drunk a little bit of wine. Now you got beat up. The furnace proveth the edge by dipping. So does wine, the heart of the proud by drunkenness. Wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately. What life is it then to a man that is without wine? What was made to make men glad? So wine was made to make men glad. You know, wine was made to make men glad if it's drunk moderately. You have to make sure you're drinking wine moderately. You can't overdrink. Because when you overdrink, that's when you become drunk. And when you become drunk, that's when you start doing things that you're going to regret when you get back to your senses. You feel what I'm saying? So you can drink wine. Wine was made to make you glad. Don't wine make you glad? When you drink some wine, ain't you in a joyful spirit? Kind of chilling, relaxed, and vibing with your people. And don't you feel good? It's cool. That's why the Most High gave it to us. Yahweh Shah drank wine. That's why he gave it to us. But he didn't give it to us to overdrink. You overusing it, man, when you overdrink. And you forgetting what's going on. You don't want to be like that. You got to be sober in this thing. Wine measurably drunk in its season bring gladness. Wine measurably drunk in its season bring gladness of the heart and cheerfulness of the mind. But wine drunken with excess maketh bitterness of the mind with brawling and quarreling. Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool till he offend. It diminishes strength and maketh wounds. Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine, and despise him not in his mirth. Give him no despiteful words, and press not upon him with urging him. So a lot of people don't receive wounds. Like I said before, a lot of people don't receive wounds, black eyes and all that for being drunk. You know, when you drunk, you don't know what you're doing. You know, that's kind of demon taking over your body. If you don't know what you're doing, who controlling you then? If you ain't controlling yourself, who controlling you? It ain't an angel on the right hand side. You know what I'm saying? That's a demon on you. Your demon caused you to get beat up, get put to death because you drunk. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I said don't be drunk. And then it says, rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine, and despise him not in his mirth. Don't rebuke. Slack it. Don't rebuke your neighbor on the wine. When you off the wine, don't rebuke your neighbor, bro. You gotta be. It's a serious matter. You might start laughing. You might rebuke your neighbor. It's a serious matter. You might rebuke your neighbor. You kind of might start laughing. Then he kind of mad. He kind of wondering why you laughing, why you ain't serious. You kind of like, bro, I'm straight. Bro, I'm just saying. Don't rebuke your neighbor off the wine. It's a serious matter. When you rebuking him, it's a serious matter, and you want to be sober at that time. You feel what I'm saying? So you can get what you get off. When you get what you want to get off your chest, that's what you got. That's how I got. That's why he said that. And it says, and despise not in his mirth, give not no despiteful words, and press not upon him with urging him to drink. So don't be trying to be like, bro, here, Like, your brother need counseling. We know your brother need counseling. And don't be like, bro, just drink the wine. Just forget about it. The wine gonna help you, bro. Don't drink some of this wine. Drink some of this strong drink and just forget about it. Don't be like that. Don't be pushing the wine on him, bro. Talk to him. You feel what I'm saying? Talk to him. Don't give a brother the wine and try to make him forget about his problem. Because even if he drink it and get drunk, eventually he gonna come back to his right senses and he gonna be depressed all over again. But if you talk to him, soberly talk to him, and you will handle the problem. You will handle the problem instead of it being temporary with him drinking. You feel what I'm saying? So don't rebuke your neighbor off the wine. Don't do that. Be sober. Tell him what it is. You know what I'm saying? So this is my video. That's it. That's Sirach 31. Lord willing, I come back with another chapter, breaking it down. Sirach, a beautiful book. And Lord willing, I come back with another one. So this Buck the King, I want to give all honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. I say Shalom.